you guys? You just tuned in for another PopCrank video, and today we'll be taking a quick look at the build I am using to level with my Mage. This is a build I found on bluedots.org, and if you are higher or lower than level 20, definitely go check out that site. Link will be in the description below. It's the build, well, the guide also includes a Chloromancer build, which is very useful, and I'm using it as well. But let's just take a quick look at the soul trees that I'm using. So first of all, you put 5 points in Dead's Ally on the Necromancer soul tree. It's very obvious, it increases the damage of you and your pet, well, dead based abilities, and by 5%, which is very useful of course. Then Flesh Rot. This is something that applies to your necrosis, which is like a base spell you will be using at all times, and it decreases the duration and the damage, so 3 points in this. Fresh Graves, just good for your pets, extra damage, always useful, 5 points in that one. And Consumption, a debuff that removes a buff from your enemy and returns 5% of your maximum mana, which is very useful as well. Then 1 point in Grave Rot, because it is an AoE and it's your main AoE for the Necromancer tree, at least this far. Don't know if you get any good AoEs further, that is actually very likely. So we just take this one, and 1 point in Symbiote, or however you should pronounce it, because Essence Link is useful if you need extra heals, but you mainly don't need them, so only 1 point into this one. Then 1 point in Life Bane, damage dealt by your undead pets, of course some extra pet damage, always useful. We put 1 point into this one. And of course Soul Purge, which is awesome. Damage and health. It heals you and it deals a shitload of damage, consumes your charge, is very good. And we put 3 points in improved life leech in the Warlock soul tree, because life leech is something you will also be using at all times. It does more damage with this improved life leech, and you get more heals from the damage you do on the target. 3 points in Void Bolt as well, because it is a spell you will be spamming a lot just to build up charge, so it's good for it to do more damage. And then 2 points in Lingering Pain, so you don't have to refresh your life leech. Well, you don't have to cast it again, it will refresh automatically when you cast Void Bolt. So that is the tree so far for level 20. So again, if you're on a different level, higher or lower, still want to use this pack, check out bluedots.org, link in the description. And let's just go take a look at the rotation for this build. The rotation itself is fairly easy. It is explained while on a boss fight, and well, I still don't know what this dungeon is called. So first of all, you put Life Leech up. Then you will be casting Necrosis, which is your most important dot. Then you will be spamming Void Bolt until your charge is filled up, and then you will be Soul Purging until your charge is down again. Then as fast as possible, cast that Void Bolt again, so you don't have to recast your Life Leech, and if your Necrosis is done, just put it up again. And that is mainly the rotation. So Life Leech, Necrosis, Void Bolt to get your charge up, and then consuming your charge with Soul Purge, and that will do a ton of damage. You can see on the right side of my screen I have a DPS meter, and I'm topping it at all times. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. This was PopCrank, thank you for watching.